Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and I just purchased $872 of coins from my good friend, and I wanted to unbox them, show you what I went with, and you can evaluate my buy, and hopefully I'll be able to teach you a little bit about the coins, because there's some really neat stuff in here. There's more, there's some bread and butter, there's also some sort of flashier stuff, but I'll just start with the graded coins, because there's a nice mix. This video is sponsored by Whatnot, a live streaming auctions and shopping app where I regularly sell coins and banknotes of all types, including US, world, errors, varieties, silver, gold, ancients, and more. And don't forget to use my link in the description to get a free $10 off on your first order on anything on the platform. Let's get into the video. The first one is this Anax Mint State 64 1941 Walking Liberty half dollar, and this is a design inspired by the French sewer design by Oliver Roti that appeared on a lot of their coins, and I always just think it's really pretty and a well-struck coin. It's got a super clean reverse. My guess is the reason it's not higher graded is just, a little bit of weakness along the leg, few hits there, little nicks, but it's a nice eye-appealing coin, and, I don't think it would have much of a value difference for being an Anax, which traditionally is not a holder that's quite as wanted, but 1943 Mint State 63 Walking Liberty half dollar. Here we see again a few more hits, but very clean fields overall. A couple of nicks in the bottom of the coin, and then a reasonably clean reverse as well. So those two to start were some of the more expensive buys. Actually, that one is going to be the most expensive coin out of this batch. Here's a Mint State 66, 35% silver, World War II war nickel, and it's got full steps on the reverse, so very clean face. I wish that little brown speck was not on the, on the head of Jefferson, but I'll show you, the full steps. Going to need to, there can be I think it's 2 small hits through the steps, but they're nicely struck up, and it's something that can make a big difference. That's not on the coin, that's on the holder, but make a big difference in terms of value on a lot of the nickels. So if you're looking for a way to sort of make money where others might be overlooking things, getting into full steps nickels and recognizing them is a good place to do that. Then we also got this Barber Dime. It's the first Mint State Barber Dime that I've really owned. There's one in my typeset, but I don't know if it would come back details or not. Anyways, this one, Mint State 62, it's not at the higher end of uncirculated. I bought it for gray sheet bid, and I think it's it would be cool. I can't tell if I'm going to hold on to it. I'm probably going to sell it and see just for some data and place this to a collector. And could be in my Whatnot auctions, could be in a direct sale or a grab bag. But let's get into this bag because there's a lot of value in here that I wanted to show you. I think I'll just start with some of the Morgan silver dollars. I always think that these are classic, and it was a reasonably attractive price that the seller had offered me. So I'll just show these quickly off. 1884. A lot of these are on the maybe some light cleaning and on the border of about uncirculated sort of sliders or uncirculated coins, but cool to think that these were made 1879 was that one. Here's one from 1888, and really neat pieces to collect. I'll try to flip it over the right way, but it's just a little complicated with not wanting to put my fingers all over them. There's an O Mint was New Orleans, so that was the longest standing branch mint I think at the time. I want to say they opened in 1838 along with Charlotte and Dahlonega, which is in the north of Georgia. Right here, 1883. Looks like a die crack and not a scratch as the dies wore down. There's tons of little VAMs that you can search for on these. I'm not as good as I could be. I know some of the larger ones, also a New Orleans coin, and that looks like there's 2 more here. 1887. That one has a nice face, actually, and I should have to get a grading light and see if any of these would be worth pulling out. I think that one, on first glance, looks, like a Mint State 63, maybe a shot for 4, but I'd have to see it under a light, make sure that's not cleaned. And then here we've got a 1902. That's a little baggier. Probably going to be New Orleans mint as well. After that, though, we've got some more eccentric coins, maybe, or just out of the ordinary. So right here, I purchased 1804 half cent. It's got a little bit. I can't tell if that. I'm gonna have to put it in a new flip. But C9, I think is the. I think that there's different they're not Sheldon, or I'm forgetting exactly what it is, but 1804 half cent. I mean, the dollar is such a key, 1/200. This has way more purchasing power than a penny does today, so I'm surprised they didn't make quarter cents and tenth cents. Here we've got a 1798 drape bust large cent. Again, a cool coin, much on the lower end in terms of condition, but affordable condition for somebody who's looking to own a piece of United States history. That would be great. pickup for them, I think. Let's see what else we have. We have a little bit of, a mix of silver. So here, nice uncirculated 1942 quarter from the World War II. So a little bit earlier there, and then we've got some mercury dimes here also. I tried to go for eye appeal, ones with nice eye appeal, and then same thing over here. I got this Barber Dime 1916 S. It's the last year they produced the Barber Dimes. We got a 1941 S San Francisco Walking Liberty half dollar. This one's more like probably low end of AU, maybe XF, but a decent eye appeal again. And then we've got, let's see, 1925 Standing Liberty quarter. Nice mix of those. Here is some of the stuff I really wanted to show in the world category. This one is a 50 francs from Belgian Congo. It's got an elephant on the front of it in 1944. This one I think I'm going to tuck away for my own collection, or at least to sit on it for a little while, because it might have a light cleaning to it, but it's got some really neat die cracks, a big elephant on it, silver coin from colonial Africa, and just a really appealing coin to me. So picked it up. This one was just something different that I figured, why not buy it? 1916 D half dollar, like a reverse proof finish. I think it's silver. I hope it's silver. I paid for it like it is silver, so I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Let's see. In here I have a few Peruvian. These are not like super common coins, so I figured I probably shouldn't be putting them on my hands, but these are like earlier one that says half. I think it's fifth though. Fifth dinara from Peru. Nice silver coins there. And those can actually have some solid value attached to them, so I thought it was a good thing to pounce on. A little bit of neat toning on that quarter, so probably an affordable, cheap toner. Let's see what else we've got here. 1912 D dime. It looks like a really worn seated dime. Looks like 73 or so, and this one 85, I want to say, but I might not even sell them as dated because I don't want to be wrong, mislead somebody, then they're very upset. Here's some, like unk-ish, just lustrous mercury dimes, and then we're going to close out. These are incredibly cool. So right here, I think it's a 1661. I forget exactly what we're looking at, but it might be like a Polish 6 grosz coin or something. And then forget what this is. I think I knew what it was at one point. It's not particularly valuable, but it says Moneta Nova. I'll have to figure out what it is. It's probably not going to come in time for editing this video and throwing it together, but then all of these are these little solidus coins from Livonia, which is when Gustavus Adolphus, who I think was the king of Sweden, came down into like what's now Lithuania, sort of that area, and like Poland was a much stronger force at that point, just being realistic, and so I think they somewhat took over Poland or something like that, but here we can see the nice toning GA, Gustavus Adolphus. These are probably like 1660s or so. We can see if there's a date. I think I paid not too much for these, but this one has like some cool vibrant toning on it. It's a shame that the condition of them has depressed so much, but yeah, tell me if I did well for the amount of money that I spent. Always fun, and I think going forward, I'm looking to really ramp up my buying and selling activities, and I don't think that there's too many coin companies that do it to the extent that I do, so always appreciative to the people who sell to me. I often go after some of the inventory that they're sort of experts in the high-end stuff. I'm more knowledgeable about maybe some of the history or maybe some of the smaller dollar items that are more collector coins. And yeah, super fun buy. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on some of my future videos. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Treasure Town, and get in touch with me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out my website, treasuretowncoins.com, for news and updates related to the channel and collectibles in general. Lastly, there's a link tree in the description with links to all of my other sites, as well as some affiliate links that can support the channel. But with that being said, have a great day, and I'll hope to see you on some of my videos in the future.